Hi students, I hope all are fine. So today we are entering into a new chapter. That is, the name of the chapter is Wind. It's a poetry. Okay, when we hear of wind, there are so many things that come to our mind, right? So before we go into that, we shall see who has written it. Okay, it is written by Subramanya Bharati. This particular poem, this particular poem Wind is written by Subramanya Bharati, and it is edited by A.K. Ramanujan. Okay, it is edited by A.K. Ramanujan. So, who was Subramanya Bharati? Subramanya Bharati is a great Tamil poet. Okay, he is a great Tamil poet, and he is famous for his patriotism. What is patriotism? Patriotism means having too much of love for the country. Okay, so in the independence era means before independence. Okay, you can see he was born in the year 1882, and till he died in 1921. So you could see he was a person who gave more importance to patriotism. His poems were given so much importance to patriotism, and it is edited by, so it was written in Tamil and it is edited by A.K. Ramanujan, and he is a Kannada and English poet well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. Okay, it is edited by A.K. Ramanujan. So this particular poem speaks about how we should befriend wind. Befriend means what? Befriend and unfriend. If you see, if you are using Facebook, there is, if you don't want to have anybody as a friend, you can have it, there is an option as unfriend. So here this particular unfriend, and the word opposite to unfriend is befriend, to make friends. Okay, here Subramanya Bharati is speaking of how we can befriend wind, because winds are different in ways, isn't it? Okay, there is gentle wind, there can be cool breeze. Okay, all those are different forms of wind, and there can also be tempest, hurricane, okay, cyclone, which bring so much of destruction to those who will be affected by this. Okay, you remember last year we had Oki, and this year also we had a cyclone. Okay, so this particular cyclones are part of our life now, because every year we have it. If there is a depression in the sea, it will be resulted in a cyclone. So situation has become like that. So there can be, when we think of wind, there can be gentle wind, and also gentle wind which will, if you are very much perspiring and so on, if we receive a kind of gentle wind, we feel so much of relieved, we get really happy. At the same time, even if you are tired, even if you are perspiring, if you are experiencing a cyclone, you will never like it. Okay, so cyclone brings destruction. Okay, destruction to where, to the place where it is hit. All right, so we shall just see what is this poem about. Okay, Subramanya Bharati writes, wind, he is telling the wind, come softly, don't break the shutters or the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. So Subramanya Bharati is telling the wind, okay, you come softly. Okay, when you are soft, we feel so much of happy, we feel so much relieved. Okay, you come softly, don't break the shutters of the window. Shutters means what? Okay, we open the windows, right? So if you want to close, the shutters are those things which we those hinged things which we fix onto the windows. If we want, we can close it. If you want, we can open it. So shutters are normally in our places, and so we make it with glass, okay, and wooden pieces. Okay, so don't break the shutters of the windows. Okay, means to say that if the wind comes fast, what happens? Windows will be banging. So we'll have to put a hook and so on in order to keep it keep it uh, keep it without being banged because of the wind. Okay, then he said don't scatter the papers. Okay, okay, if the wind comes, so for example, you keep a paper on the table, and if you put switch on the fan, the paper flies away. Because, and Subramanya Bharati tells the wind, okay, don't throw down the books on the shelf. There there look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. So, what happens? See, Subramanya Bharati told the wind, okay, you come softly, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw the books down from the shelf, and see what you have done. You came very hard, and what happened? You threw all of them down. Okay, you threw all the books down, you tore the pages of the books, and you also brought rain again. Wind brings rain, you know that. Okay, wind also brings rain. And Subramanya Bharati says, you are making fun of those things which are weak. Paper is weak, and it is simply taken away like that in the wind, right? So Subramanya Bharati told the wind something, but the wind did exactly the opposite thing. Then, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts, the wind god, wind knows, crushes them all. Okay, what happens now? Subramanya Bharati told the wind to come softly, and the wind is making so much of fun to the weak things. And what happened? It is telling frail crumbling houses. Okay, don't crumble the you crumble the crumble means what? Crumble means destroy. Okay, you take the paper, and if you don't want to use it, what you do, you just crumble and throw it. Okay, if the wind comes so hard, what happens? Everything crumbles. Okay, the house, the doors, rafters, wood, then bodies, and also the lives. And also, when if something happens to your house, if something happens to your body, what happens? You will be crumbled, your hearts will be very heavy. That's what the poet says. Okay, what happens now? I told you to come softly, but you came hard, and you destroyed the house, you destroyed the doors, you destroyed the rafters, you destroyed everything, even my heart. Not only mine, even the hearts of everyone. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Winnows means what? Winnowed shaft. Okay, there is something winnowed shaft. That is a, okay. If you go to the paddy field, they take the rice after beating against the rock, isn't it? If you, I don't know whether you have seen it. Okay, those things, those particles which are fallen are that is a process of that is known as a winnows. Okay, so it is very very frugal, or means to say it is very soft. If a wind comes, it takes them old. So that's the reason the poet says the wind god winnows and crushes the wind god, crushes wind god, destroys everything. Okay, you come, I told you to come very softly, but you came hard, and what you did, you destroyed everything. Okay, that is the poet, that is what the poet says to the wind. The poet told something, but the wind did the opposite thing. That's what we see here. Then we have a small some vocabularies, that is, okay, poking fun means making fun of. Then rafters means sloping beams supporting a roof. Okay, because of the wind, what happened, everything is destroyed, the house, then rafters, doors, everything. Okay, then windows blow grain free of chaff, that's what I said. Okay, winnowed chaff, that's it. Then separate grain from husk by blowing on it. Okay, that is a wind nose. Okay, the wind god wind nose and crushes means wind, the wind god destroys everything. All right, so that is about this particular poem. We have something some more to be learned, that we will learn in the next class. Okay, we have a small worksheet. Okay, that is you have gone through the first stanza of the poem, and you could see, you could make out certain things what the wind does. So make a list of things which the wind does in the first stanza. Okay, you could see the poet told something, but the wind was doing exactly the opposite things. Okay, those things you should make a note of and write it as a worksheet. So I hope it is clear, everyone has understood. Thank you and bye.